part 2 of should you text your ex on their birthday. Now, in part 1, I went over the very important aspect of whether you should text your ex on their birthday, and that is why. What is the motivating factor? I explained what this means and how this will impact the way that you act and respond and how you go about answering this question in the first video. I also explain why my answer to this question can vary depending on each scenario. So if you haven't seen part 1, I recommend watching part 1 and then coming back to this video. If you're new here, my name is Dr. Lilli. I help you heal from toxic relationships so that you can create the healthy relationship of your dreams. I've studied the science of relationships for over 8 years. I healed my own anxious attachment, and now I help you heal from toxic patterns and create the relationship that you actually desire. So in this video, I'm going to go over why there is a lot of nuance to the answer to your question. Number 1, the question is, why do you want to text them? Do you want to text them because you're trying to get them back? Or is it just a reminder that you exist? Or is it simply because you want to wish them a happy birthday? So let's first go down the easiest track of this tree here. If you simply want to wish them a happy birthday with nothing else, no strings attached, and the happy birthday is not going to cause them pain, which means they probably were the one to leave you, not you leaving them, then I say yes, you can text them on their birthday. There's no harm, no foul, nobody is getting hurt, nobody is trying to hold on. You're simply wishing them happy birthday as if you were a friend with no strings attached. That first track was, you don't want them back, there's no strings attached, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, if you do want them back, the second stalk or limb of the tree is if you were the person to break up with them. How long has it been since the breakup? Are they potentially still pining after you? What does your relationship look like now? Is it platonic? Are you able to just talk freely like friends? Or have you not spoken in a while and this line of communication could open something back up that you're not ready for or wanting? If this message could be interpreted as you expressing interest in them, as you wanting to get back together, or giving them some sort of false hope, I would say save them the pain, save them the surprise. They don't need that. It's okay not to wish them a happy birthday. Maybe you want to show that you still care about them and their feelings, but it's gonna hurt them more if they're still waiting and hoping to be in a relationship with you again. The kinder thing is not to reach out at all. Okay, leg 2. If your goal is to get them back and you were the person that got broken up with, the dump bee, and you are a feminine energy being, whether you identify as a man or woman, if you want to have that feminine energy in the relationship or whatever relationship you have, and you want them back, I would not message them on their birthday. 1, because you were the one to have gotten broken up with. You don't need to remind them that you still exist. They know you exist. Giving them that energy takes energy away from yourself, focusing on you and your healing, and it doesn't bring them anywhere closer to coming back together with you. There is a reason that they broke up with you, and if that reason hasn't been resolved for them, you texting them happy birthday isn't going to do anything about that. Especially if they are in their masculine energy. If they want you back, they'll come to you. The masculine's role is to lead and initiate. The feminine's role is to receive. If they really want you, they will show you that through their action. Now on the flip side, if you are a man and you got broken up with and you want them back, there's a little bit more leeway and nuance here. You can initiate that text and that desire to get back with them. I talk about why maybe the birthday could not be the best time in my part 1 of this video series. So if you haven't watched that, again, I recommend watching that. I'll link it here. It is up to you to initiate. However, yes, consider whether a birthday is the right time and consider why they broke up with you. Did you play a role in that? Have you fixed those things? Are you really ready if you initiate something to come back together in that relationship? Was this person that you were with a kind and good partner to you? Or were they emotionally manipulative, emotionally unhealthy? Did they have patterns that were not healthy for you in the relationship? If that is the case, you have no idea if they've worked on themselves. And it's very likely that you wanting to reach out and send them a happy birthday text is to try to get them back. But because you haven't been in contact, and it likely hasn't been very long since you broke up, that's not gonna bring you any closer to the relationship that you actually want. Even if they miss you and want to be in a relationship again, it doesn't mean that they've done the work and the reflection to actually be ready for that relationship. Now, the reason I said there's a little bit more leeway is, one, if you've worked on yourself, or two, it wasn't an unhealthy relationship. It was overall a healthy relationship, but there was some other reason why it wasn't working out for you. If those factors have changed, then it's possible that that happy birthday text could lead to something. But also be aware that it's not a guarantee, and you could be setting yourself up for more pain and a sense of rejection. Every time you make a decision or a risk, especially in relationships, you have to be okay with either outcome, and that's on detachment. Detachment is the key to healthy relationships. So if you haven't heard of how to have detachment in relationships, I highly recommend watching one of my other videos on detachment. So now, the other trunk of the tree, the other branch is, yes, you want them back, but you were the one that broke up with them. So, some things to consider. One, we've talked a lot about this happy birthday text. Oftentimes, this happy birthday text is a bid for connection. It's not simply saying happy birthday, but it's very likely that you want them back. So, if you were the person that broke up with them, you want them back, and you're a woman, I first want you to consider if whatever circumstances happened that led to the breakup, have those been resolved, or is there a plan or way for those to be resolved? Whether it was on your end or their end, you need to be prepared for this. Don't start something that you can't finish, because you were the one to end the relationship. You were likely the one to cause more pain, since it was within your decision and your control and not within your ex-partner's. So you do need to be careful about how you go about this. You must also consider, are you ready for this relationship? Have you done the work? Are you prepared to do the work? You don't have to be perfect, but you have to realize what needs to be done and be willing to do that. Otherwise, the same thing is going to happen again, and more pain will ensue in the relationship. I think, man or woman, if you consider those questions and you're coming from a healthy place, then you have a green light to send a happy birthday text. There's less at risk for you, but also know that it might not be responded to, you might be blocked, and you might not get the outcome that you're looking for. And as another reminder, birthdays are a very common time for exes to reach back out. It might almost be expected and a little bit cliche. So if you want more impact, it might be better to do it on a different day, so that they know that it's not just because it was a big day, but because you really want them back. Otherwise, if this is just your first step, you want to say happy birthday, and you'll pursue more depending on how that's received, then that's up to you. But if they put any boundaries on you, I would respect those desires. If they don't want to hear from you, respect their boundary. And don't make this feel like a forced interaction. Don't make them feel like they have to respond or that they owe you something in some way. Keep it light, keep it open. If it's simply a happy birthday, then let that be a first small step. Don't be too intense and let them come back to you. But again, be prepared to show up healthier for this relationship. And also recognize that they need to be equally ready and willing to make the relationship work. Now you understand how nuanced the answer to this question is. If you want more individualized support and direction for navigating your breakup, how to heal, or even get them back, you can apply for one-on-one coaching with me. The link is down below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.